Okie dokie people, welcome to my tutorial on strong poses in animation. Strong poses in animation, very important. Strong poses create appeal. Create attraction to characters and interact the character with the viewer, so very important. So I've set up a scene here. I've just made a quick hole there. Now we have Moom here. He's very tentative going into this hole. Very backed away pose. This emphasizes that he's fairly scared and quite tentative around the subject. So also a major part is the hands right in front of him, shielding him from any potential danger. The best way to do strong poses is to use the whole body. Don't just use the face and the upper torso. Use the whole body to convey some emotion. And everyone's been taught by the greatest animators ever that the best way to create an emotion is finding the easiest way to convey that emotion and putting it into your character. So the exercise that I'm going to do is actually, I have two images already, strong poses already made here. We have the tentative one and at the end we have Moom stretching over the thing. Now we want to convey how Moom feels running up to that series of events. So if we go into the middle here, maybe frame 9, see we have the image because it's keyframed, but what we're going to do is we're going to convey some emotions in different poses. So first of all, we're going to do a cautious, this is a hole, quite a scary hole, I may say, but he's going to be very cautious going up to this hole. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to chain. What I'm going to do is, if he's tentative, there's going to be one bit of the body that's getting edging closer, and that will be the foot here and the leg. If we just lower the body, arms at the side are always a sign of I suppose very nervous character, because they're not in any way authoritative with their actions. So with this hand, I'm gonna make him a little bit more crunched up, you know. Slightly, you know, babyish, you know, in a way. Also, with him being very tense, we'll have the fingers very clenched. Also, with his hand, we'll have clenched fist, very tense. What we also do when we are scared, and this tells a story, is we turn the head away from the subject in which we are scared of. But what we do is we keep the eyes on it, on the subject. So there's a lot of tenseness here, and that's what we're trying to convey. But he would be crouching down quite a lot to get that body down quite far. The eyebrows would be very concerned, when we're concerned we feel sorry for ourselves. So just get that eyebrow there. Like I said, the keys to good poses is to get the whole body to convey emotion. Don't just use the face. It's very common to do that. I mean, I've done it in the past, starting my career as an animator. You've got to get the whole body to tell a story. So, you know, even the midriff area here, you've got to get it to do something. And again, you know, the easiest way you can do it, the better, because it's the easier you can make that thing, the easier people can read it. So we have this image now, which is really good, very cautious, you know. There's a little bit of exploration in there, but where he wants to edge on, you know, with the foot there. So if we have it tilted as though he's edging towards it. There's always one arm back when you're tentative or scared, so there you go. So we have that one. So now if we save this one, if we just save this as what we're going to do is going to convey another motion. Same situation, just a different emotion. This time I'm going to go for a very shocked pose. Shock is a shock take, as they call it in the industry. Sometimes this is the shot. It's just one or two shots where the character is just, it's very simply shocked, you know. It's gonna be a very expressive, an exaggeration pose. So now I think the thing to notice in this pose is the curvature of the spine, which is a very key thing in key poses, strong poses. Because, you know, the curvature of the spine changes regardless of us not noticing it when we do it. But if you're shocked, you normally your arms would be behind you. There would be a certain amount of tenseness there, so you would be stretching your arms out. I'd say the best way of doing this and understanding how we react different situations is to just watch people. This may get you a few weird looks on the train, but it's a very good exercise because, you know, we don't notice some things. When we're just going about our daily routines, that could be very helpful as an animator. So, and then when it comes to animating, we want to get some research that we could have simply got whilst watching people. When you're shocked, your fingers would be a lot more wide open. Shoulders would go back. Obviously we're doing a shock pose, so we can exaggerate, especially in cartoons, the amount of stretch. We just open the legs. Right, you'll probably notice now, quite visible, is the curvature of the spine here. Very key point in strong poses, because it instantly creates emotion without us even noticing it. Very simple. The thing that we don't notice in everyday life, but we change curvature of the spine through attitude, through movement. It's just what we do as humans, so it's it's just human nature. I'm going to exaggerate this a lot more because I have a license to, not me particularly, but those cartoon animators. Remember the arms will be back. They always go back when shocked. Also, the wrist will be strained up because that's a form of defense mechanism for humans. If we wish to defend ourselves, hands are the first protocol. So, this is what we have. That we can move the head out more if you want to exaggerate it a bit more. What you would be doing here now with the eyes is you'd be looking directly down. But you're right over it. you'd still be very confused. And you have a very shock pose, where this is exaggerated. There you go. So obviously, strong poses is very important. Conveys emotion. The keys of this now. I'm just going to go through the keys of this now you've seen some work in action. I think the main point is the curvature of the spine. If you see in this image here, the top, well, half of his body is leaning back to defend himself. The arms, the hands, is in front of him as to defend himself, essentially. This can be many emotions, but mostly if he's very cautious or scared. He in the pose that we just done, the shock pose, the curvature of the spine is completely different. It's completely leaning forward, which means there is an amount of shock forward, and there's an amount of stretch, of course. Leaning, and obviously the same here. But if we go back to the other one, he's turning his head away. There's, well, the curvature of the spine in this one is leaning forward, but because it's cautiousness leads you to be indecisive, and you don't really know what you're feeling. So obviously some of his body's leaning forward. Yes, I want to go there. The other half is saying, no, stay away, it's dangerous. Which this all automatically gives the effect of cautiousness. The fact that his foot is out here and the rest is further back says that he's cautious. You know, he's not sure what to do. This is very important, and it instantly tells a story. It tells a story within the character, which a lot of things can't do. You know, sometimes the animation is beautiful, but you don't feel the kind of appeal to a character because there's not enough story in the character, or indeed the film. But I like to stress that the curvature in the spine and strong poses are two of the most important things in animation. Thank you for listening to my tutorial, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you have fun animating. So have fun.